All right, back up. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? How's it going? That's I can't go a stream without talking about pedophiles. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. No, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because is there some sort of push? Are the globalists trying to push pedophilia on us? Are the globalists trying to push us to the idea of fucking kids? That's gross. That's disgusting. Let me tell you, I have some pretty extreme opinions about what we should do with pedophiles. And it actually kind of involves maybe a train, maybe some trucks, and being hauled off to a re-education camp. Okay? I have some pretty crazy extreme views on that. You gotta eradicate it. You gotta exterminate it. Pedophiles are like roaches. Gotta kill it. Pedophile lives do not matter. They don't. They do not matter. They never will. If you're a pedophile, your life does not matter. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That's just what it is. If you have the desire to fuck kids, your life does not matter. Your mom should have aborted you. Your dad should have just punched your mom right in the fucking gut. Right in the fucking gut to abort you. Your mom should have just tripped over the stairs and fallen. Maybe to abort you that way. Or maybe your dad should have done what your mom wasn't able to do and just push your mom down the stairs. If you're someone who has who has a desire to fuck kids, to fuck little kids, you're fucked in the head. Do the world a favor and go stand and go stand on the highway. Go support the Black Lives Matter protest. Go stand in the middle of the fucking highway. Do that. Do that. Pedophilia. Horrible. Nasty. Disgusting. It's normal to be attracted to grown women. Well, I mean, if you're a man, I'm obviously I'm talking about this from my perspective, right? Obviously, that's normal. That's normal. It's normal to be attracted to that. It's normal to be attracted to, there's an age range that's normal to be attracted to. It's gonna be like 18 up. That's normal. That's normal. If you're someone who's attracted to like 12-year-olds, there's something wrong with you. There's something really wrong with you. So, let's get into this. This should be fun. This should be a lot of fun. So, I was shown this video before. I didn't watch it all the way. Honestly, I couldn't make it through it. We'll try it this time. We'll try it this time. Hold on one moment. Hold on one moment. I need to look at this message here. One moment. All right. Let's do this. This would be great. That'd be fucking great. Because pedophilia is not natural. And what they're trying to do, what these people seem to be trying to do, and I say these people, it's a lot of there's politicians in the mix. There's pressure from like social media, or there's pressure from like I don't know. It seems like there's people behind the scenes that are kind of like pushing this stuff. You might call them like evil globalists or whatever. Sounds crazy, but it's not. There is a push to try to normalize pedophilia. That is wrong. No one should be standing for that. Yet, some people do. Let's listen to one right now.
Let me tell you about Jonas. Jonas
What a soft-spoken person. Let me tell you about Jonas. Let me tell you. Am I supposed to care about Jonas?
is 19 years old.
Okay.
He studies law in Munich. In his spare time, he likes to play soccer. Jonas has a secret which he
Why does she talk like that?
thinks he cannot share with anyone, not even with his best friend or with his parents.
He's a pedophile.
He's just too afraid of anger, rejection, and repulsion. Jonas knows that he has to suppress his sexual drive for
Good. And I have no sympathy for that. Good.
his entire life. And he also knows that there will never be a loving and fulfilling partnership that he can enter.
Exactly, because he's a fucking creep. Actually, no, he could. If he just became a politician, he could do that. Maybe that's his path in life. He should just become a politician and get in bed with like the Epstein types and whatever Biden does, smelling little girls' hair.
Because Jonas is a pedophile.
And I have no sympathy. Cry me a fucking river. Jonas is 19 and is attracted to 12-year-olds. Blah, 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 blah. Poor me. Poor him. Poor him. I don't give a fuck. Oh, he'll never be opened. He'll never be welcomed. He'll never find love. I don't care. Who cares? Who gives a fucking shit? That's right. I wanted to retitle the stream and get it ready to go for this pedophilia talk. This is a TED Talk. You might have already seen it before.
He's only attracted to female children between the ages of 6 and 12 years.
Then he belongs in fucking jail. He needs to have a tracker on him. He needs to have a tracker on him, like a collar, like a fucking collar, like on Battle Royale. Have you ever seen that movie? Great movie. Where if he goes near any children, he just gets electrocuted. like near fatal levels if he keeps on doing it. Okay? He needs a tracker on him. I'm kind of a small government guy. I guess you kind of say libertarian at times. I don't want the government to be involved in a lot of stuff. But this is one where I say, yeah, the government can be fully involved. Fully fucking involved. You find the pedo, you're able to, you track him. You track him. Oh, God.
But since he's aware of the consequences for the children, he has never given in to his sexual.
Oh, that's why. Because this Jonas person's so concerned about the children. Or is he more concerned about getting caught? Come on now. Come on.
Sexual drive. What is pedophilia? And what is it not?
I hate the way
In
she
the
talks.
ICD-10, the International Classification System for Illnesses, pedophilia is coded as the sexual preference for pre-adolescent children It is listed under the sexual disorders. Whether the persistent occurrence of sexual thoughts and feelings for pre-adolescent children have been acted upon or not is not relevant to the diagnosis. Like every other sexual orientation, pedophilia can have different characteristics. For example, it can be heterosexual, it can be homosexual, bisexual. Some pedophiles are exclusively attracted to children. Others are not exclusively attracted to children, but they're also sexually interested in adults. But their main sexual interest lies with...
Okay. Is she struggling? Come on, when she's saying this stuff, does she seem like she's struggling with the weight of this? It seems like she knows that what she's saying is fucked up, but yet she's pushing forward anyway. And sexual orientation? Are you fucking kidding me? No. The way they describe it like that. Oh, it's just a sexual orientation, guys. It's just a sexual orientation. It's something corrupted. Something fucking corrupted in the brain. Something really corrupted, gone wrong in the brain. Needs to be eradicated. It needs to be exterminated. And not even in Minecraft. Not even in Minecraft.
Within children. Only if this main sexual interest is given, we talk about pedophilia. The vast majority of all pedophiles are men, about 99%. Within the male population, 1 to 2% are considered to be pedophiles. This translates to about 60 million people. So
there's a small percentage of the population that are pedophiles. Yes, because it's an outlier. It's not the norm. And then she translates that percentage into the number, because the number sounds big. It's definitely a lot bigger than the percentage. Why? To mess with you, to try to get the audience to consider that maybe it's not that bad. This is a trick, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fucking trick. This is a salesman trick right here. No. You say fuck that. It's kind of like what they do with the coronavirus. Say, oh man, the deaths are crazy. But when we look at it compared to deaths all year long anyway, and other years and stuff, it's like, no, it's not really all that crazy. I hope she doesn't have kids. Who knows what she's doing with them? Who knows what's in her children's toy box? I don't even. That was horrible of me. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Worldwide. This is as much as the population of Italy or of South Africa.
Okay, well, who cares? See, it's another sales tactic. Oh, we take this number, and that's like the whole population of Italy, guys. So if you say you hate pedophiles, you're hating the whole country of Italy. If I found out today that Italy was nothing but pedophiles, I'll be the first one to say, Trump, you should nuke it. Just fucking nuke it. Okay?
Africa. Therefore,
this has, about 500,000. It's 12K. It has mostly downvotes. A thumbs down. Of course it does.
Pedophilia is not an irrelevant phenomenon we can't simply ignore.
You're right, we can't ignore it. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm saying we identify, we relocate to a re-education camp that installs that embeds these collars in the neck or somewhere in the body that will induce intense electrical shock. If they get anywhere near a school or anywhere near a kid, they'll be chemically castrated to where their junk just does not work anymore. It'd be great. It'd be so freaking great.
chances every one of you knows at least one pedophile are higher than that you don't know anyone. We haven't found out yet why pedophilia occurs. There are biological, social, and psychological factors to it. It occurs unrelated to social economical status and unrelated to educational level. So generally speaking,
What are the odds that she was abused as a child? What are the odds that this speaker was abused as a child? Just throwing that out there.
anyone could be born a pedophile. It is crucial to understand
I think she's attracted
the
to older men.
difference between pedophilia and child sexual abuse,
She's probably attracted to the dad bod too.
which is illegal and must always be. Pedophilia is only the sexual preference for pre-adolescent.
Okay, well, she says it must be illegal, must always be. Okay. So what does she try to say here? That she wants it to be illegal, should be illegal, but we should be open to them at the same time, not shame them or shun them? Look, shunning people, shaming people, this serves a purpose. It serves a purpose. When you shun people based on certain behaviors, undesired behaviors like pedophilia, it makes it less likely that they come out, that they know that they're not supposed to come out. They know that they're not supposed to practice that. So maybe they can correct it within themselves. Maybe they'll live a peaceful life and not ever express their thoughts or engage. Okay, that's the better thing. That's because if you have a where society's just open and be like, oh, it's okay, man. It's okay that you have those thoughts. Then they're going to start entertaining those thoughts even more so and more so. It's stupid fucking shit.
And children. The difference between child sexual abuse and pedophilia becomes very obvious when we look at scientific studies. Think about it for yourself. What do you think? What percentage of child molesters are pedophiles? Have a guess. Is it
I don't want to have a fucking guess. You tell me.
20%, 40, 60, maybe even 80%?
So what is the point of this? It's like, once again, like I said, the salesman tactic to try to get you to kind of see that it's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's going to be okay. We can allow pedos. It's going to be fine. Just because your neighbor's a pedo doesn't mean you have to really watch your kids when they play in the street. It's okay. In fact, let them come over, invite them to the backyard during the birthday parties where they're all in the pool. Let them come over. You'd be a bigot if you don't. Let them come over, invite them, and just if they have those thoughts, you could tell them, brave, so progressive. Now, I don't want to live in that society. I do not want to live in that society. I'm actually much better finding out that the person next door is a fucking creep because he's spying out the window, watching the girls play in the street, especially when, I don't know, they're wearing certain things, or especially when they're in the swimming pool. Yeah, we need to find him, drag him out of his house, and beat the shit out of him.
In fact, scientific studies indicate that only 20 to 30% of all child molesters are pedophiles.
Like, how do they prove that? What the fuck they're talking about here?
The vast majority of perpetrators are not pedophiles, but they're sexually interested in adults. Children can easily become victims of child sexual abuse because of their loyalty and because of ease of access. For example, a stepfather might abuse a stepdaughter because he feels anger or jealousy towards her mother. Not every pedophile abuses children. And not everyone who abuses children.
Oh my god, no shit, this is not all. Hashtag not all. Hashtag not all pedophiles are bad. No, every single pedophile is bad. Every single fucking pedophile is horrible human scum. And I mean that. I fucking mean that. If it was up to me, every single goddamn pedophile would be dragged out of their house and beaten. But, you know, oh my god. They're trying to compare it to like Islam or something. Not all Muslims are terrorists. Yeah, okay, yeah. You're right there. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I could get them. Yeah, that's true. Not all pedophiles are sexual assaulters or abusers. Well, that's because they probably haven't had the opportunity to. But that's their desire. That's their desire. The difference between, let's say, something like pedophilia and some sort of like religious belief, like, you know, Islam or whatever, is what the goal is, what the fixation's all about. With pedophilia, it's all about being aroused, being attracted to kids. So if they had the moment to get access to and exercise their fantasies or whatever, their sick, perverted fantasies, they definitely would. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there is.
Is a pedophile. Differentiating between these two groups is essential. Let me be very clear here. Abusing children is wrong without any doubt. But a pedophile who doesn't abuse children has done nothing wrong.
A pedophile that has not abused children has done nothing wrong. Technically, yes, it hasn't broken the law, but it's still very dangerous, and the danger is real. Should be watched, monitored at all times, so he doesn't have the opportunity. Yeah, right. I wonder if she could bring up that make and sell TP or CP. And maybe she'll say something like making CP exploits children, but the CP that's already there, how does that exploit children? Because like they've already been filmed. Because, and I've been down this argument before. It's you are entertaining your fantasy. Not us. These sick motherfuckers are entertaining their fucking fantasies. Entertaining their fucking fantasies, right? And some say, oh, that's going to satiate them. It's going to satiate them. It's going to be, you know, they'll have their need, to urge taken care of, whatever. No, that's not how it works. If you are like me and has spent years consuming porn, like I like Asian porn. I like big titty Asian chicks. I like big asses. I like that stuff. I've been porn free for 2 weeks now, and it's great. But anyway, if you know how porn works, you want more, right? It's not like you ever get tired of it. You want more of what you like. So these people who, you know, use CP, we're just enabling them. They're just being enabled. They're being encouraged. It's not a good idea.
I want to quickly summarize where we are at the moment. According to current research, pedophilia is an unchangeable sexual orientation.
No, it can be changed with a bullet to the brain.
Just like, for example, heterosexuality.
No. Stop. Heterosexuality is normal. Pedophilia is not. Pedophilia is not normal. Oh, but it's natural. You know what happens also in nature? Abominations. Okay, there's chicks that get, it sometimes happens. It's a very rare thing, but sometimes chicks get born with two assholes or two vaginas. Sometimes dudes get born with two dicks. Is that normal? Is that natural? No. I mean, you can say it's natural and naturally happened, but that's like a abnormality. Like that's not normal. That's not what. That's not desired either. Jesus Christ.
No one chooses to be a pedophile.
You know, maybe she's right there. I'll give her that. No one chooses to be a pedophile. There might be some sort of gene in there. There might be. And if there is, we need to identify it and eradicate it.
No one can cease being one. The difference between
You could cease being one. You could totally cease being one.
pedophilia and other sexual orientations is that living out this sexual orientation.
And it also doesn't help that society seems, or at least there's things in society right now that seem to be encouraging people to go fuck kids. That's horrible.
Will end in a disaster. So let's think about Jonas again. How can we help him not to cause such a disaster? How can we help him not to live out his sexual urges?
Here we go. Here we go. She's gonna pitch CP. She's gonna pitch CP or lolly. Oh, we just give him a whole a box of lolly, a box of porn. He'll be happy. He'll be happy. He goes through that. He's gonna want more. Come on. I used to masturbate to porn every single day, twice a day, for like the most of my life. I'm like 37 years old. I can tell you that when it comes to porn, you're never sad. Your desires, it's never tapped out. Like you're constantly wanting more. What stops it is you taking the willpower and be like, no, I don't need it. I need to be better than this. Giving these motherfuckers a big box of CP is not going to help them. But let's see if that's what she's going to say.
How can we prevent child sexual abuse? In fact,
By filming child sexual abuse? No.
scientific studies indicate that one of the strongest predictors for child sexual abuse committed by pedophiles is social isolation. People who can't tell anyone.
That's a weird study. I want to take a look at that study. How the fuck do they prove that? First off, usually these psych studies don't prove a fucking thing. They're not proving a fucking thing. Anyway, but I'm curious about that. So social isolation is a predictor for whether or not someone's going to molest someone. How do they find that? How do they find that out? How the fuck do they conduct that? How the hell do they pull all the... They I guess they phoned or got a hold of all these pedophiles. Were like, hey, so when did you fuck a kid? Oh, I was isolated. People didn't respect me. You know, the other thing with that study is you'd also be taking you'd be taking an abuser's word. You'd be taking the word of a sexual predator as to why they preyed on kids at face value. No.
One, that they're pedophiles logically won't get any help. For example, they can't tell their friends that they can't go to the beach because children in swimsuits might be there as well. They can't get support for situations they might not control entirely. And they can never be completely frank with someone else.
And once again, I'm not sad about that at all. That is fine. That's their life, and that's good for them. They need to keep that shit to themselves.
We can make a difference for Jonas. We,
Why do I want to make a difference for Jonas? Why do I want to make a difference?
as a society, can be there for him.
Why?
At the moment,
I don't want to be there for the murderers and the rapists. Why do I want to be there for a pedophile?
we live in a world that already excludes pedophiles
Right.
because of their preference alone.
Good.
Someone who's lonely and excluded from society has little to lose and is at much higher risk to commit a crime, like, for example, child sexual abuse.
If we put him, if we make sure that he's isolated and never gets access to kids, he'll never be able to sexually abuse a kid. So maybe we should just do that. That seems easier. Oh, you're a pedophile? Okay, we're gonna put you on your own island. It's called the pedophile island. No. There's no kids there. It's just you and other pedophiles. Okay, you go there, you live your life there, and bye.
We can make Jonas feel that he stays a valuable member of our society, although he's a pedophile.
No. Don't trust
Right
it.
now, most of us feel discomfort when we think about this scenario.
Rightly so. You know, there's very few things. You know, there's some things that you just feel it. It's just that gut repulsion, like disgusted. That's nature telling you it's fucked up. That might be even God communicating with you if you believe in God.
And most of us feel discomfort when we think about pedophiles. But just like pedophiles, we are not responsible for our feelings. We do not choose them.
You know, that's not entirely true. When people say you don't choose your feelings, like you're not responsible for them. You know, there's an expression. He who angers you controls you. Look, you don't have to respond with sadness or anger or whatever when someone's trying to elicit that response from you. You could actually not do it. You could actually resist or respond in a different way. I've heard it so many times where, like I said, I used to work at a psych facility for adolescents. They would go into bursts of anger and destroy shit and be like, I couldn't help it. I was angry. I was angry as an excuse. That's not a fucking excuse. That's not an excuse. You need to control your emotions better. Learn how to control your fucking emotions better. You know, these intellectuals, I'm surprised they don't seem to be aware of that, because that's weird. Because when you go to therapy, one of the things they try to teach you is that you can control your emotions. You need to control it better.
But we are responsible for our actions, and we must make a decision. It is in our responsibility to reflect and to overcome our negative feelings about pedophiles and to treat them with the same respect we treat other people with.
Why? Why should I? Why should I care? I don't care. Look, if my son turned out to be a pedophile, God forbid, why am I saying that? But let's say that happened. Let's say I found him looking at Lolly when he's 20 or something. You know what's great? What's great about this is that, first off, he wouldn't even be a kid anymore. So he'd be out of my house. He'd be out of my fucking house, and I could just fucking be like, all right, we're done. We're done, bro. We're done. But I'm saying, like, if I have a close family member that I found out had some thoughts like that, I'll tell him to go get help. Go see a therapist, and also register. Be put on the list. Be put on the list. Because I don't want him around any kids. Any kids. He would never, ever, ever be babysitting any of my kids. Ever. You know, it's our, yeah.
We should accept that pedophiles are people who have not chosen their sexuality and who, unlike most of us, will never be able to live it out freely if they want to lead an upright life. We should accept that pedophilia is a sexual preference.
Oh, God. Sexual preference. Well, undo the preference, motherfucker. Sexual preference. Yeah, you know what else is a preference? That's for pedos to be 6 feet. I mean, come on, man. Okay, I asked this before. What's the likelihood that she was molested by her dad? This chick right here. What's the likelihood that she was diddled by her dad or her dad's brother, her uncle? Okay.
A thought, a feeling, and not an act. We should differentiate between child sexual abuse and pedophilia.
Good question. Does this extend to rape too? Well, of course, having sex with a child would instantly be rape, statutory rape. But yeah, let's just say someone has a sexual orientation of raping people. He's just a mass raper. He just loves raping. That's the thing. That's what he really likes to do. Right. If she believes this so much, then put them with her kids. Right? Right? Oh my God. Can you imagine a daycare, a day, like a babysitting service for that employs pedophiles? I could see that. I could see that and being advertised, promoted to the super woke. The super woke. Don't be a bigot. Don't be a bigot. Let this pedophile watch your kids while you're at work. Jesus Christ. Can't believe YouTube allows this. YouTube allows all sorts of degenerate shit. I was actually going to play videos about people smoking human shit. Because I wanted a break. I wanted a break from the pedo shit. But I figured we'd just talk about this, and I could predict another stream in the near future about lollies, and then maybe I'll be done with the pedo shit. Maybe.
We shouldn't increase the suffering of pedophiles by excluding them, by blaming and mocking.
Pedophiles could suffer. I don't care. A pedophile cries, I smile. When a pedophile sheds a tear, I smile. Don't you? I do.
Them. By doing that, we increase their isolation and we increase the chance of child sexual abuse. Only if they make themselves recognizable, because they're not afraid of punishment, of anger and rejection, can we better understand the cause.
She has a petite body. She kind of has a body of an underdeveloped adolescent. You know, no, I'm body shaming. But yeah.
Of pedophilia, and we can improve their treatment. We can help them accept their sexuality and help them learn to refrain from acting on their sexual.
When a pedophile dies, an angel gets its wings. I like that. I like that.
Urges which cause harm to children. We can encourage them never to commit child sexual abuse. We can help them refrain from entering dangerous situations they might not control entirely. And we can prescribe medication.
Oh, wait, is there medication that turns them... Is there medication that changes the orientation? Is there medication that changes the preference? How about medication that kills their junk, makes it to where their dick doesn't work? How about that? Is it the medication we're talking about? See, that's voluntary. We need this forced. And like I said, I'm a small government guy. I'm kind of a libertarian at times, I suppose. I don't know. I kind of think labels are kind of gay in a way. But, yeah, like, I would totally be for identifying, rounding up. This already sounds bad. Identifying, rounding up in trains or in trucks to education camps where they're re-educated and given chemical castration and given a embedded chip that it electrocutes them like at fatal levels, near fatal levels. If they get anywhere near a school or a playground or a child, maybe the chip could be in the eye. And anytime they're anywhere near something that looks like a kid, it just shocks them. It'd be great.
This approach has already been successful. In the last 10 years,
I really hate the way she talks. I know some people hate the way I talk, I suppose, but I really hate the way she talks.
more than 9,500 people have received help in a prevention network called Kein Täter werden, which means don't offend in English, at university hospitals in Germany. The last survey shows that 98% have never committed.
This is a German chick. Okay, that explains her accent, I guess.
Child sexual abuse. Unfortunately, this program is not gonna eradicate child sexual abuse.
You're right. Castration is too good. What really needs to happen in these education camps is just extermination. I mean that.
But it
And not in
is
Minecraft.
the first step in the right direction. Pedophiles who have received treatment have a better understanding.
Yeah, Germany has been turned upside down in this last century. Yeah, you know? What was Hitler's stance on pedophilia? We know his stance on the Jews. That wasn't really good, but what was his stance on pedophiles? I honestly don't know.
Of who they can turn to in order to prevent abuse before it happens.
Snuff them out? Was Hitler about snuffing out the pedophiles? If so, hey, you know, then I guess Hitler wasn't all that bad. I just wanted to get
Most
into
of
that.
you
Y'all know
might
that.
ask themselves now, why is she telling us that? 5 years ago,
Hitler was a family man. See, you know, we all have positive traits. Sometimes the bad things we do kind of outshine the good. But you know, that's what Germany needs now. Germany needs a family man.
I first heard about Jonas's life. Prior to that, I have
Maybe Germany needs a new Hitler. Maybe Germany needs a new Hitler.
never really thought about pedophilia, and I had just adapted.
Would take her ass. Oh, God. I realize I'm walking that line on this video. I'm not worried about being demonetized. I already am.
Prevalent societal view about it without never really questioning it. I felt anger and disgust about pedophiles.
That's good. It's natural. That's a natural instinct to feel anger. But what happened? What happened?
My perspective has been completely changed.
I don't think completely. See how she said completely? There's something in her eyes that tells me there's a part of her that knows it's fucked up. What she's saying is fucked up. She's been brainwashed, but it's not 100%. If this is make a Star Wars metaphor, she's kind of like Darth Vader. But there's some human still inside her, but it's deep inside. And you know what? I don't care to find it. Round her up too, against the wall.
By hearing Jonas's story, hearing about his cruel fate, and understanding the difference between child sexual abuse and pedophilia. As a medical student with a background in psychology, I feel it as my responsibility to help others overcome and escape wrong stigmatization and to have a positive impact on our future society. By changing our view about pedophilia as a society and by offering them support and therapy, we can help millions of people to live better lives.
We could just do better by just eradicating them. A bullet is cheaper. A bullet is cheaper than all that stuff. Man, I gotta say, this did not convince me at all. At all. Just gonna fix our wrong think, right? Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. All right. So I did that. You guys know for the past few streams, pedophilia has always been coming up, has been coming up. I know we're getting tired of it. I'm getting disgusted by it. Good God. I just want to have a fun rant and chill. Just talk about a burger or a burrito or something. But there's some things that are important to talk about. Okay? I realize that it's important. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up here because I do have to do some work stuff. And then I will, see you guys later. So thank y'all so much for keeping me company in the chat. I think we had some fun, as much fun as we can have on this. I will talk to y'all later.